In this episode, Katie said she has had it with her husband John's constant lies and was ready to walk if he didn't change. From pretending to have a job to faking cancer, John's deception cost them a lot, including losing their house. But here's the kicker. Katie said she knew he was a liar from the get-go, yet she still married him after 10 years of dating and still decided to bring a child into the mix. I not only wanted to know what was wrong with him, but also what was wrong with her for knowing who he was and still marrying the boy. You gotta see this.
I believe my husband is a pathological liar. I am 98% ready to pack my bags and leave this marriage for good. My husband did lie about having testicular cancer.
The reason why I lied is I just wanted the attention and no other explanation for it.
He went on with this lie for 6 months.
I do have a lump on my testicle, the size of a nickel, that I use as a lie to say testicular cancer.
My husband still has not admitted to me to this day that he has lied about it. We have lost our house because of my husband's lies.
I did tell my wife that I would have enough money to keep the house as long as my paychecks were coming in, but my paychecks were never coming, and then we got evicted. I actually lied to the landlord for about 6 months just so we can stay there.
He stole approximately $3,000 from me a few years back, and he completely lied about it. I had my money in a cookie jar.
I guess I believed I was entitled to some of the money. I wasn't. I told her I took a couple hundred. I actually took more than that.
I confronted my husband about it, and he told me that it had to have been somebody else. He has not paid me back. We have argued on a daily basis regarding his lies.
She bitches at me, puts me down, yells at me, says that she's gonna leave.
I don't know what to do anymore. That's why I do lash out and yell and scream and call him names.
I tell her all the time that she doesn't do a damn thing. It's my job to pay the bills, pay the rent. I don't have a bank account for a reason. I do everything cash. I haven't showed her a pay stub in 5 years. I'm all about me. I probably shouldn't be, but I am.
I am at the end of my ropes with him. I don't think I can handle another lie.
I think Dr. Phil's gonna rip me a new one. That's what I need. I need somebody to put me in place, and that's what I want.
Why lie about the cancer? What did that get you?
Just attention.
Yeah.
I wanted the attention, that's all.
And how did that feel when you got that attention?
Good.
Yeah.
Felt like I actually was cared about from everybody around me.
You've done a lot of different things that have been very painful. I mean, this woman has stood by you and you just keep slapping her in the face. How do you feel about that?
I feel horrible. The reason why I don't tell her the truth is because I don't want her to leave me.
So you feel horrible. Why do you smile when you say you feel horrible?
I don't know.
Now you're not smiling when I pointed it out.
Because you pointed it out, right?
Yeah. See, liars will tell you they feel horrible about something, but they'll smile because they're actually proud that they were able to pull it off. Mm-hmm. How about that? I mean, she is something else. She is beautiful and she's intelligent, and I got her to put up with this for 10 years. That's like a victory for you, isn't it?
I don't want to say yes, but yes, it is.
I mean, based on results, it is. I mean, somebody this...
She's been by me for 12 years.
Yeah, you're smiling again.
I'm happy because she's been by me for 12 years. That's why I'm happy.
Yeah, you pulled it off. You said, is there something wrong with me? Yes, you're an enabler. I mean, you're living in a fantasy world. I mean, look, there ain't no Santa Claus. I don't know where you come down on the Easter Bunny, but you got to live in the real world here. You know, I talked about Life Code, and you've read that book, and there are a couple things where I talk about the Sweet 16, about what winners do. You know, winners do things losers don't want to do. And winners do what? They deal with the truth. You're living with a pathological liar that will take this whole family down. He will put you in bankruptcy. You've lost your home, right?
Yes.
You now have a child. Come on. How much disaster are you going to let be dealt here before you go, hey, wait, deal with the truth? There is a cancer here, but it is not testicular. It is marital. Deal with the truth. Wake up and deal with the truth. You know, get the haze out of your eyes and deal with the truth. You have a toxic partner here. Deal with it. Deal with the truth. Winners deal with the truth. That's the truth. Quit telling yourself he's just going to wake up and get better. You are an enabler. You are an enabler. You are enabling him to lie to you. You give power to his lies by believing them, acting on them, pretending that they're true. You two sit around there and say, okay, he doesn't have a job, but let's the two of us pretend that he does. And today, we'll pretend he has a job and that we're a nice little couple sitting out here taking care of everything. Feels good in the moment, let's do it. I know it's not true. Every fiber of my body tells me it's not true, but today I'll pretend it is. Are you kidding me? You know it won't work, right? You just needed somebody to tell you, right? Hello?
Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Come on. Listen, This is your time. This is your moment. You wrote me a letter, right? You wanted to come here. You wanted to talk to me. You wanted somebody to wake you up. Wake up. Somebody needs to grab him by the scruff of the neck and shake the lies out of him. You got to stop enabling him. And he's got to understand he's got to start telling you the truth. Look, you've lied to us. And listen, for somebody that understands lying, you're really not that good at it. I'm sorry. Liars have tells. Okay, you have tells. I pulled a couple of examples. Watch what he says and watch what he does with his head. It's subtle, but if you know what to look for, you're going to see him say something affirmatively, but you're going to see him nod negatively while he's saying it. Watch this.
Reason why I lied is I just wanted the attention and no other explanation for it.
The reason I lied is I wanted attention and no other explanation for it. Do you see him not saying no with his head? You want to see it again?
Reason why I lied is I just wanted the attention and no other explanation for it.
It's subtle, but he's saying no other explanation for it. Now, watch when he says something and he's telling the truth.
I do hate that I stooped that low.
He says, I do hate that I stooped that low. He meant that. And his head was saying it when he was saying it. That's just one subtle point. There are many, many. He's not that good at it, actually. You got to really want to believe him. You're just persistent. You're not good. You're just persistent.
Mm-hmm. I have a good memory.
Well, you really don't. On cross-examination, you'd come apart like a cheap suit.
Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
What do you mean when you say these people?
You know, I watch a lot of television.
You know exactly what you mean.
The news, and I see that these are the type of men that are criminals.
In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Howard Collins claims he was arrested because his cousin's neighbor falsely accused him of being a prowler and says he was injured while he was in jail. Mr. Collins is suing Sally Brighton in the amount of $2,050.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Third Deputy Thomas. Talk to me, Mr. Collins. What's going on here?
So I'm here today because my cousin's neighbor over here called the cops on me and got me arrested.
And your feeling is she did that intentionally?
She definitely did that intentionally.
No, sir.
She met me and I was house sitting for my cousin and I forgot the keys and I'm just trying to get in and she called the cops on me.
That's not the case.
You did call the police?
Oh, yes, I did call the police.
The police did come out?
Yes, they did.
Someone was arrested?
Yes.
That person, that someone is the plaintiff?
I assume so, since we're here today.
Well, what else would you assume as to why you're here?
I I had nothing to do with this. I saw somebody breaking into my neighbor's house.
Your Honor, she met me before.
Let me let her finish. You saw
And being
someone
a very conscious neighbor, which I have been there for many years, I watch out for the neighborhood. And I saw somebody breaking into the neighbor's house.
What did you see?
He was jiggling on the doorknobs and trying to go through the windows, and I got extremely frightened.
How long did you make these observations?
Not that long. I mean, I watched him go.
2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
Yes, probably about 5 minutes or so, going from place to place looking, and it frightened me.
What time of night was this, or day?
It was dark already, so.
After a
I'd say
PM hour,
after
5, 6, 7?
It's around
7-ish?
7-ish, yeah.
And what was it about this that caught your attention? In other words, were you preoccupied and then you heard a noise? Or were
Yes,
you just
I heard a noise.
looking out and you happened to see it? Talk to me.
Yes, I heard a noise, and so when I went to the window, that's when I saw him trying to break in. And it scared me, and I thought, well, if he's going to break in there, he could be breaking into my house next.
Do you live alone?
Yes.
Had there been any problems with break-ins prior?
No, but there's been some changes in my neighborhood over the last few years.
Talk to me about the changes.
There's just been a lot of different generation
Black
people moving
There's been a lot
into
of black people. That's
my
what she's
neighborhood.
saying.
And
You think this is about race?
I 100% think it's about
no,
race.
sir, I'm not.
There are things that are about race. There are things that have nothing to do with race. The question is, which category does this situation fall in? Now, with you, Mr. Collins, it's about race because?
Because she met me. She knew that I was house sitting. My cousin actually used this app that let
Is
everyone.
this the cousin?
This is my cousin.
Come on
yes.
up, sir. And what's your last name?
Mr. Douglas, Your Honor.
Mr. Douglas, you're the reason that we're in this pickle.
Partly,
Because it's
Your
your
Honor.
house, right?
It is.
What's your proximity in relation to Ms. Brighton's property?
We are neighbors, Your Honor.
Neighbors as in right next door to each other?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. When you first moved in, did you meet Ms. Brighton?
Yes, Your Honor. First
How
day.
is it that you all ended up meeting? Did she approach you? Did you approach her? Did you just both happen to be outside?
No,
and say,
Your
hey,
Honor.
I'm the new neighbor?
My cousin, he came down to help move me in.
Yes.
And it was the same day, decided to go right next door and introduce ourselves.
You made a decision to go next door.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you took Mr. Collins with you when
Yes.
you went next door.
Yes,
you
I did.
recall?
No.
Mr.
I
Douglas?
don't recall meeting him. I don't recall them
Well,
coming
he
over.
hasn't been there. Okay, well, at some point you met Mr. Douglas.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
When did you meet him? When do you remember meeting him?
Oh, well, he was outside doing yard work.
Okay.
And was just making a total mess
That's false, Your Honor.
of the neighborhood.
Was there a situation? Well, wait, if he's doing yard work, how is he making a mess?
Well, because he left
Exactly.
baggage out on the roadway, and we don't leave baggage
Where you're
out on the
supposed to leave your
roadway.
garbage to be picked up.
You put
Wait,
it,
are you talking about disposable bags that were filled with yard work?
Your Honor, I
Yeah.
was just doing.
I'm just asking a question before we go any further.
yes,
All right.
yes, and it belongs in a trash can.
And it belongs in a trash can.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're putting trash from yard work into a disposable bag, and then that disposable bag ultimately will go in a trash can, isn't that how it works? Or am
Yeah, but
am
That's
I
correct.
crazy?
That's correct.
He had several bags out there, and so
You weren't happy that those bags didn't find their way to the trash can in a timely fashion.
well, we have a very neat neighborhood.
But you see, Your Honor, this
until
is-
these people started moving in.
And this is the type of thing we have to deal with, Your Honor. So I even.
Stop. What do you mean when you say these people?
I watch a lot of television.
She knows. We know
on-
exactly what you
on,
mean.
The news, and I see that these are the type of men that are criminals, and so I was very frightened when I saw him, this gentleman, trying to break into the house next door to
Wow,
me.
for real?
I want to explore that. I got this. When you saw Mr. Collins cleaning up his yard, he is a property owner because he purchased the house, I assume. Is that correct?
Yes.
So he buys a house, and as a property owner of a house, he's outside cleaning his yard.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have an issue with that.
Not with him cleaning the yard, no.
Because if he weren't cleaning the yard and the yard had weeds and it was overrun, that probably wouldn't sit well with you because that would affect your property value. Am I
Right.
correct?
Correct.
So a neighbor cleaning up their yard would be considered a positive thing. Would you agree?
Yes.
Yes. You would not have chosen to clean it in the way that Mr. Douglas chose to clean it in terms of his methodology.
Correct.
Okay. He was engaging in typical neighbor behavior.
Yes.
Okay. You drew a comparison between what you observed with Mr. Douglas engaging in typical neighbor behavior with things you've seen on television where there's some sort of criminal element.
Well,
Yes.
there's a lot of young men like
Okay.
that in my neighborhood.
So what I
now.
need you to do for me, I need you to connect the dots with I have someone, and you immediately connect that to criminality.
No, it wasn't that. It was when I saw him breaking in.
We're not talking about Mr. Collins. I'm talking about Mr. Douglas.
I know.
And him engaging in typical routine neighbor
No, I wasn't thinking
behavior.
he was a criminal at that point.
But what I'm saying is when you were conveying the information to me, you made a leap from what you observed to criminality. I'm just trying to understand, how did you get there?
From the break-in next door.
Okay, before that, you didn't have any opinion of Mr. Douglas, did you? Because you said these people.
Oh, she's had opinions.
Sir.
Sorry.
Now you're interrupting me.
Sorry, Your Honor.
You said these people, and your first interaction with Mr. Douglas was one, do you recall exchanging words with him while he was out with his yard?
I don't recall.
Okay. Do you recall conveying to him, are you going to put those trash bags in the trash can?
I did say they belong in the trash can.
Okay, so you recall saying to him, you know that belongs in the trash can.
Yes.
Do you recall that conversation?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay. So it was relatively early on that you met him outside and you were like, oh, this is my new neighbor, right? You don't ever recall meeting Mr. Collins?
No.
There was never a time when they knocked on your door and said, hey, we're the new neighbors.
No.
If they met somebody, it wasn't you.
That's right. It wasn't me. And there's nobody else in my home, so it wasn't me.
Got it.
Sir, I'm an old lady. I live by myself. I was scared.
Okay.
It frightened me.
Okay.
And I didn't want him breaking in to my house next.
Her Negro alert went off.
Sir,
Sorry.
you don't have to go there. Have you forgotten that I am a black man?
No, Your Honor, you're right.
Was there anything about the exchange that left an impression on your mind?
Yeah, Your Honor. She, first off, had a hard time looking at both of us in the eye. And she gave us a very quick, to me, judgmental up and down look. And it was very short, curt, didn't
What did
have,
she say?
She just gave us a, hi, okay, good to meet you. This is a nice neighborhood. This is a family-friendly neighborhood, Your Honor.
And we like to keep it that way.
Yeah. And then she kind of just went on her way and didn't have too much words about it. And just,
Well, you're at her doorstep, so did she close the door at that point?
yeah, just kind of thank you, and left us just
Did the
standing.
two of you have a conversation about that interaction?
I mean, we're black. We know. Like, we had the
Right.
conversation. We
There
were
was
just like, yo,
She's one of those.
she's one of them. Like,
This was an
Excuse
exchange
me?
the two of you all
Yeah,
were having.
yeah.
Ma'am, I'm not asking you a question now. I gave you a chance to talk. I'll come back. This was a conversation the two of you had with each other.
yeah, I mean,
And didn't think anything else of it.
I mean, we didn't need to think anything else of it, Your Honor.
I'm just saying there wasn't anything else that happened on that particular occasion that would have you come back to Ms. Brighton in terms of having any sort of thought. And then you all sort of moved on.
Yeah.
And then at some point you need to leave your residence and you want Mr. Collins to stay at the residence.
Correct.
Why did that happen?
I had to go to Virginia to do work at
Okay.
my aunt's house.
And you were going to be there for a period of time.
For about a week, Your Honor.
And you said, hey man, why don't you stay and watch my place?
Yes.
And you have your own place?
yeah, but,
He was doing me a favor.
yeah, I
Your
was
Honor.
helping family out, man.
Okay.
His place
Yeah.
is nicer than mine. Yes, food. like good food, too, man. Like,
Yeah.
I ain't going
You
to pass
stop
out.
the refrigerator. You making this agreement and then you make it and then you are getting ready to travel. You were saying something about an app.
It's a community-based app. It's a good chance to meet the neighbors and just be, kind of welcoming with the community.
Was that already in effect?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on the app?
I am.
Okay. You are on the app. So there's no disputing the fact that you're on the app and you're on the app.
Yes.
You've been on the app for some time.
Yes.
Got it. And what was it that you posted?
So I just posted to the community that I'm going to be going away. And
Why would you tell random folks that
It's
you
just to
leave?
make everybody aware of the situation, and I was just letting my neighbors know that my cousin's going to be watching my house, Your Honor.
Oh, you're saying, FYI, this person's going to be in
Yes.
my place for this period of time.
Yep.
There is something about this posting that's in dispute here.
I don't think there's much
I don't think there's
dispute,
anything
Your
in
Honor.
dispute. She saw it. Like,
She saw
it tells you who looks at
How do you know I saw it?
We have the evidence.
Oh my God.
It tells a story.
Yeah,
It
and
tells a story.
You'll be seeing, Your Honor, too. It's not just that post that she saw. She's made her own posts about these people and the type of neighborhood she thinks she lives in.
This is the post from you, Mr. Douglas. I'm going to be out of town. My cousin Howard will be house sitting for me. He'll probably be in and out a lot, so I just wanted to let you all know. Very neighborly of you. Clear as day. Sally Brighton.
Well, maybe I clicked on it, but I don't recall reading that.
Fair enough. But you posted also on the Nextdoor app, I remember when this used to be a good American neighborhood. Now, these people, there's that term again, move in and are turning it into one of their ghettos. Disgusting! Exclamation point. The day that you lose the keys or you lock yourself out.
So,
talk to me.
Go to work, come home, and I'm like, oh man. So I left the keys. Honestly, I just went around to look, just kind of peek my head in, nothing. And then all of a sudden, woo, 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 cops. I'm trying to tell them, like, I'm the cousin. They don't listen, they handcuff me and they throw me in the car. And they took me to jail. And some dude comes up to me, he's like, hey. And I'm like, yo, man, I don't want none of that. I'm just trying to evaluate my life, how I got here. The dude, like, yokes up on me and pushes me into the wall. And I bump my head. I end up getting, like, a big old laceration. I have to go to the hospital.
All right, so this is for trauma. You've been in therapy.
Yes, Your Honor.
You have to get an emotional support animal. This is you and the little dog?
Yeah, that's my emotional support dog, Chloe. It's been tough. Like since everything's happened, it's I can't sleep. I had my first panic attack. Like a cop pulled up and I felt it. Like, and I honestly thought I was dying.
Yeah,
I see you, Miss Brighton. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just not looking at you.
I'm not asking for anything other than the damages that she caused me by not even, like, talking to me.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
What is the legal issue that you're raising here?
Discrimination.
Discrimination usually takes the form of like a workplace situation. If someone's at someone's house and they're trying to open doors and jingle windows, and that's suspicious activity that a crime is afoot, as they say legally. How do you then say she's civilly responsible for committing a tort that you should be compensated for? Now, as a brother to a brother, I get it, but based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, you can't meet your burden as to why she should be civilly liable for what the police did. That does not negate that I am very clear that you did engage in racially discriminatory behavior.
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
It's not about apologizing to me, because I didn't spend time in custody having to deal with a situation that would be traumatic. You're apologizing to the wrong black man.
Well, they've been
Your matter's dismissed. And whatever you feel like you need to say afterwards, have at it. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim has been dismissed.
You don't know the stress that I've been dealing with since this all happened. I've been very stressed.
I can't even talk to this woman. Like, I can't.
Well, I have to live next to you, so stress with that.
Wants to meet the woman behind the photos. Stefan, what's going on?
Hey, how you doing today, Jerry,
Good.
man? I just came on the show because I'm trying to find some person that I've been talking to behind closed doors and I never really got to meet. Her name Alexandria. She from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
She's very pretty. You know, me and her sent pictures back and forth.
Oh, so like on Facebook or one?
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah.
Sent pictures back and forth, little sexy pictures here and there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shoot, you know, this girl cool. You know, she told me I'm come meet her today up here.
Oh, okay. So the person you're going to meet today, you've never met before except on Facebook.
No. I only talked to her on Facebook. I never really got to, you know, meet her in person. So
Yeah. Have you done this sort of thing before?
Yeah, the Facebook thing. You know, I meet girls on Facebook, Instagram, in person, you know, whatever which way. Because, you know, I feel like I'm a ladies' man. I don't got no problem talking to no woman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do it how I do it, regardless.
Okay, so you do it on Facebook. Do they turn out to be like you expect?
Man, it's been a couple of times that it's worked out, and it's been a couple of times it ain't worked out.
Yeah.
The first time I would say that it worked out in my favor was I woke up Saturday morning feeling good. Thought I was about to play basketball with my dudes, chill. I seen this girl on Facebook talking about she had a hotel and she want to have fun and she has liquor and this and that. I'm like, that sounds like a crazy time.
She has a hotel and liquor.
Hey, you feel me? I'm going to do what I got to do. So I hit her up. I say, what's going on? Can I come through? You know, I got a little bottle of Hennessy on me. She did. She said, yeah. Come on.
Oh.
You know what I had to do, Jerry.
What did you have to do?
I had to go there. I had to come through at that hotel. She was nice. She was sexy and everything. She was, though. I ain't even kidding to you.
Yeah.
But, you know, I sealed the deal with that, but in a way that it could work out bad is, you know, I seen this girl, you know, these filters out here these days on Instagram, Facebook. Y'all know about the filters. Y'all women probably use the filters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, what's the filter?
It alter your appearance. It make you look like something you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you feel me? I'm like, sure.
We use it on these on the TV show, so I don't have any wrinkles.
But no, I met her. I ended up meeting her. She had real pretty hair on the pictures and everything. I ended up meeting her. She got in the car, and the hair was everywhere. And the tracks was slipping. You know, the edge control stuff girls put on that crust up. It was crusting all up on her. I was like, damn, man. I'm sitting right here in the driver's seat. She right here. I don't even look at her first, you know, because I'm a player. I ain't got to be all in your face. You know, I'm like, oh, dang.
And while you're driving, too.
While I'm driving.
Oh, that could cause an accident.
And then she want to talk.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even want to talk.
What, a woman who wants to talk? That must have shocked you.
Man, she wanted to talk about how her day was going and this and that.
You didn't care?
No. No. Ain't want no point to care. You feel me? Because she already finessed the situation. She made me think that her hair was nice and she was nice. Nothing was nice. Nothing.
Yeah. So what happened?
Jerry, I'm a dog, man. I had to do what I had to do with that, Jerry. I knocked it out the park and was gone, you know? I was gone, dropped it back off the house.
You knocked it right out of the park.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do sometimes.
Yeah.
I know you, Jerry.
I'm an old man.
And you still do what you do.
Oh, my dreams. Yeah. In my dreams. Okay. So, in other words, what you're telling us is when you meet women on Facebook, sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it can go in your favor, sometimes it just doesn't.
Yeah.
That's karma, by the way.
Yeah.
You know? Well, that's karma.
So you're here to meet
Alexandria.
Alexandra is her name? Okay. And you're going to meet her. Now, you've only met her on Facebook.
Right. I never actually seen her in person. You know, she got some real pretty pictures.
Yeah, tell me about what she looks like.
She real pretty, man. She cool, got long hair.
Oh, there's a picture. I see. Yeah. Very nice.
Okay, yeah. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like tattoos, too.
Yeah, there you go.
So I thought she was pretty cool. She a maid. I'm an auto technician, by the way, so I fix cars.
Yeah.
So I respect the hard-working woman. Yeah. You know, because my mom, she was hard-working. So, you know, I respect that. She likes to work out. I work out a lot.
Yeah. Well, good for you. Okay. Well, then I think what we do here is we ask you to leave the stage so we can bring her on. We'll talk to her. Then you'll come out and meet her for the first time.
Okay, no problem. Okay.
You take it easy. All right, let's bring her out. Here is Alexandria. Well, nice to meet you. And so, yeah, you've been talking to Stefan, right?
Yes.
On Facebook?
Yes.
And do you often meet guys on Facebook? Or?
Yeah.
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 Is that a better way than in person?
Well, yeah, because, well, like, I'm transgender.
You're transgender. Okay,
and,
good.
Well,
no, that's
like,
good fun. Yeah. Did you tell him that you were born a male?
No.
Oh.
Well, it's because, like, I much rather him, like, fall in love with the person I am instead of having that block right there. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm not going to feel you, but yes. So I'll tell you what. Why don't we bring him out now? But you're telling me he does not know that you're transgender.
No.
So he's just going by your picture.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good luck. But he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. He is.
Okay. Well, good. All right. Here is. Oh, he has not been watching. Oh, he has. Oh, so he now knows. Here is Stefan.
What the hell wrong with you, dude?
I'm not a dude.
Okay, you is a dude.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you is.
No,
Look
no,
at
no,
you.
no,
You
no,
a
no.
dude.
I'm a female. Look at me.
You a strong ass dude.
No, I'm not. I'm a beautiful ass female. Look at this ass. Boy,
I don't want to look at nothing. What the look, dude? That's some disgusting ass right there.
I'm not a damn dude.
What you
Stop
mean?
calling me dude. I'm not a dude.
You a dude?
Female. No, I'm not. I've been taking hormones.
Ain't no hormones
for the
over
past
here,
5
no, bro.
years.
See, look, what you gotta understand is, you could have told me this. You feel me? Because like I told you,
But then you wouldn't have liked me.
Look, I mess with women. You feel me? That's what I do. I love women. You know what I'm saying? I want to find me a woman one day. I don't want to find a dude. You feel me?
I'm not a dude.
I'm not
a dude.
You feel me? Hey,
I'm
y'all
not a
feel me
dude.
though? I'm not with that. I'm not with that.
I'm not a dude,
with
though.
that.
I've been taking hormones for the past 5 years.
You been what?
I've been taking hormones for the past 5 years. That's changed my brain, that's changed my skin, that's changed almost everything.
Dude, what you talking about? What? Dude, that's some ignorant ass. You better be lucky you ain't do this to him. Cause he would have grabbed your ass and threw you across the street. You feel me?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's. So, this is a reaction that you could get from someone who doesn't want this. That's probably why it's a good idea to just say flat out in the beginning.
Keep it real, dude.
And, well, yeah, but there's no reason getting up. You wanted to meet someone that you had never met before.
I mean, you wouldn't have liked me if I would have told you from the beginning.
I told you about.
Yeah.
It's that karma. Stop talking to me, man. Ain't no point to talk to me no more.
Well,
you seen how that went. Ain't no point.
We can try this.
Well, here's. Yeah.
I know, I didn't look in that face.
What?
It's not. The emojis you was sending me,
what?
the heart eyes.
Bro, I
all
see
that.
women emojis all the time. They women. You feel me?
I'm a woman.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
you know
I am.
You're not.
I'm a trans woman.
See, that make
There's
it
a
worse.
man.
Okay.
A man
Trans.
has no hair.
I guarantee it's not your hair.
It's my hair.
I guarantee it's not your hair.
It's my hair.
I guarantee it's not.
It's
I
my
guarantee
hair.
it's not. You feel me? Because I can see you. And I can see all the... I do want to snap. I want to tell you. You can tell.
Okay. It's not as if you two had any intimacy and you were tricked.
Never that.
Okay, well, okay, so basically you wanted to meet her, now you're meeting her and you're finding out that she was born a man, so you're not interested. But it's not like anything happened that
And the pictures I sent, that's what happened. That made me feel nasty. You know what I'm saying?
We can try this. I mean, you're not... You're basically being ignorant. Like, we can try this.
No, you're ignorant for not telling me. You feel me?
But you wouldn't have told me before.
Exactly. And I wouldn't even be talking to you. You know? I ain't trying to talk to you.
Be a gentleman.
You're no gentleman, dude. What you talking about? What gentleman? Playing with me, dude. What you talking about?
Okay, call me crazy, but I don't think this is going to work out. But in fairness, a response you could have is say, I'm sorry, I thought you were born a woman. I'm not interested in being with someone who's transgender. Nice meeting you, but no. You don't have to go out with her. Yeah, what I'm saying is, you don't want to go out with her, don't go out with her.
Oh, I'm not.
I understand.
That's over with. You seen that. We don't walk in the door.
Yeah, but... So, see, he doesn't... You know.
I feel like he's just still trying.
It ain't gonna happen. It really isn't gonna happen because he doesn't want to, okay? We'll be back.
Is suing his ex-girlfriend, Deanna Ginter, for the return of his furniture and other belongings, and for an unpaid loan.
All rise. Yeah, it's case number 378 on the calendar in the matter of Hayes versus Ginter. Parties have been sworn in. You may be seated, ladies. Sir, have a seat.
Mr. Hayes, it is your claim that the defendant has some property that belongs to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Ginter says she does not have any property that belongs to you. Property was purchased out of joint accounts when you were, in fact, living together. She has a counterclaim for harassment. I have a few questions for you. When did you and Ms. Ginter live together?
From 2005 until 2009.
And you split up in 2009. What month in 2009?
That would be November.
And when you split up in 2009, you left.
She left. She left to move back to her mother's.
Is that correct?
That is correct.
And what did you take with you?
I only took the things that he allowed me to take.
That was in November of 2009.
Correct.
What did you take?
I took my personal belongings, my clothing and things. I took my children's bedroom sets, and I took some miscellaneous household type kitchen utensils, things like that.
And you went home to your mother in November?
Correct.
Are you still there now?
No, I'm not.
When did you leave your mother's house?
In June of this year.
Did you sue Mr. Hayes in December of 2009?
No, I did not.
January 2010?
No, I did not.
February 2010?
No, I did not.
March, April, May, June, July?
No.
No. So when you say he allowed you to take only certain items, you never questioned the ownership of those items legally?
No, I
until
didn't.
Later. Okay. We're setting the stage for certain things, Mr. Hayes. Do you understand?
Oh, yes.
Now, you got a job offer.
Yes.
And because you maintained reasonable relations with the defendant, according to you, you moved some of your furniture and property belongings into her home. In what month?
That would be June.
June 2010.
Yes.
The same month she left her mother's house.
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
And you paid her $200 to store your property.
Yes.
That she acknowledges that you gave her $200 to store your property. Then you were going for a job someplace. That didn't work out.
Correct.
You came back, and she refuses to give you back your furniture, the same furniture that you had had from November of 2009 until June 2010.
Yes, plus a bedroom set that I had bought separately. She has that.
When did you purchase that?
I purchased that in April of this
So
year.
you moved that bedroom furniture.
Yes, I paid $600
Great.
for that.
I don't care. If I find that's your furniture, you're going to get it back.
Right.
Now, when he came back, did he make a demand for his furniture?
Yes, he did.
And when he came with the police, you told them that it was not his furniture, it had been purchased from a joint account.
That's correct.
And that's the same furniture that you had not sued him for or made any claim to legally. November, December, January, February, March, April, May.
But when he put it in my house, he gave it to me because he said he would not be needing it because he would be living in a man camp with this new job and that I could have it.
Well, Miss Ginter, you see, you're in a little bit of trouble with me right now because that's not what you say in your answer.
Okay.
And you give me a total different excuse in your answer as to why he shouldn't have his furniture back. Nowhere in your answer do you say he made me a gift.
No, I don't.
No, just a second. So either you have to be telling the truth now, or you have to be telling the truth when you swore to your answer. You also have to be lying either now or lying when you swore to the answer.
I made several attempts to give him back this stuff.
Just a second. Shut up. Shh, just a second. You mean including the furniture?
Yes, I did.
Just a second. Well, now we have yet a third answer. So the third answer is now you made attempts to give him back the property.
Because I wanted him to quit posting things.
Just
My
Miss
life was in
Ginter,
danger.
Miss Ginter, listen to me very carefully. I haven't gotten to your counterclaim yet. But when you're not truthful with me with regard to his claim, and you give me so far 3 cockamamie answers with regard to the claim, then I'm going to question what you tell me and your counterclaim, which quite frankly I viewed as very serious. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, I do.
All right. Now, you keep saying, yes, I do, but you say, yes, I do, with the same vacant look in your eye. Either he made you a gift of the furniture, or you claimed, as you claimed to the police, that it was purchased from a joint account and therefore it's not his, or you tried to give it back to him and he wouldn't take it. Which one is it?
It is all 3. We bought it on a joint account. It was our furniture. He
gets back all the furniture.
Fine.
Is that... Listen to me.
That's what I wanted.
Listen to me. You're getting back all the furniture. Do you understand?
Yes, but she doesn't have
Listen to me.
the list.
Listen to me, sir. You're getting back all your furniture. I am now going to entertain her counterclaim for harassment, which, quite frankly, if any of it is true, it's very serious. And if I enter a monetary claim on her behalf for her counterclaim, I'm going to hold that money until she returns all your furniture. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Stand perfectly. Now you can tell me about the harassment. Tell me about it. Show me the postings that he posted about you. Then I will ask him about it. I will ask him about his guilty plea to what, sir?
Disturbing the peace.
It was reduced.
Shh. Don't tell me it was reduced.
Okay.
I'd like to see in the postings how he harassed you on the internet.
Okay.
And then I'll take testimony about it.
Here are the top ones. The first one talks about how he puts my address, my phone number, my name, a description of me.
Just a second, I can read.
In Craigslist.
I can read.
And then the top one says, is somebody who responds.
Did you post this, sir? 45 to the forehead, make it look like a home invasion, one less thieving, R.I.P. Did you post that?
No, I don't.
Did you post that?
No, I didn't post anything like that. The things I posted on Craigslist were my property. I put it on Craigslist because she took it and I didn't want her to have it.
Just a second. I'm reading the email, sir. I'm trying to find out whether you did it when you were sober or drunk. Do you understand?
Yes.
Judge Judy continues in a moment.
You know, and you're going to die. I hope you die in a horrible car crash.
Don't you know any other words?
I was pretty angry. I was drunk that night, too.
I have a feeling you're drunk a lot.
And later today.
So it's the babysitter's fault. It's ridiculous!
Would you like to see the pictures of it?
I don't care to see the pictures. It's a ridiculous counterclaim. I never heard anything so ridiculous.
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Mark Hayes says ex-girlfriend Deanna Ginter refuses to return his belongings. Deanna claims Mark abandoned the property at her home. She is countersuing, claiming Mark has been harassing her over the internet.
I want you to show this to the plaintiff, please.
Second one, yes. First one, no. The second one was posted when I was in my hotel room after I called the police and went to get my stuff with the U-Haul, and she wouldn't give me anything back. And I was on the phone with the police.
I don't care. And I think that you posted both of them. Even if you posted only one of them, it's awful.
But her taking all my property isn't awful when I show up there and I have to call the police?
Listen to me very carefully, sir. She didn't take your property. You put your property in her house and you paid for storage. That's what courts are for. That's what I just said to the defendant a moment ago. I said, you made no claim to that property November, December, January, February, March, April, May, until he put the property in your house and then came back for it, and then you didn't give it back to him. I said, the reason I'm not even entertaining the claim that it's yours is because he left, he took the property, and you didn't sue him. That's what you do to someone who you believe has property that belongs to you and is retaining it, you sue them. You don't importune other people to call her, harass her, threaten her, or anything else on the internet. That's not what the internet is for. That's what courts are for. We understand each other?
Yes.
Perfect.
I also have some voicemail messages I'd like you to listen to.
I'd like to hear them. And by the way, just a second, hold on. I don't care about your list. This is what she's returning to you. Listen up very carefully. She's returning to you exactly what you say in this. She's returning to you TV, tools, and a bedroom set. That's what she's returning to you, because that's what you say she retained that belonged to you in this email, or whatever it is, posting.
Well, the police said that she doesn't have any of my tools. None of my stuff's there.
Listen to me very carefully, sir.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she's returning. I don't care if she returns a screwdriver to you. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you said in the email she retained, so I don't care about the laundry list of items that you were prepared to show me. Now I'll listen to it.
Hey, guess what? I'm back. So you just remember that. I'm back. So hopefully your Chevy fat means somebody that'll feel sorry for you and stuff and find out your pills. And too bad you didn't die, you know, that when you took all them Ambien. You just should have died right there. Kids should have let you take them. World would be a better place. You're a moron. And you're a thief. You steal. That's what you do. You steal to get what you want. So you know what? You're just, and your mom's the same way. Both of you're just idiots. You don't care about anybody else but yourselves. So you know what? You. I hope you die.
Okay, and then just one moment, there's one more.
You know what? I hope you die, you piece of. You're the worst person I ever met. You are the worst mother person ever in the world. You know that? And you're gonna die. I hope you die in a horrible car crash.
Don't you know any other words? Don't you know any other words?
I was pretty angry. I was drunk that night, too.
I have a feeling you're drunk a lot. And it really doesn't make any difference because, you know, I mean, that's nasty.
Well,
just listen to me. That's nasty. Mm-hmm. This is something other than nasty. This is dangerous.
He
this
also
is
put
dangerous.
on there that I would be a sex slave. I received text messages, phone calls.
No, because this is dangerous.
Yes.
Posting it is dangerous. That's why I'm awarding you $4,000 on your counterclaim. That's what you're suing for. That's what I'm awarding you. You're going to get it as soon as he gets back his TV in good shape, his bedroom set
it's perfect.
in good shape, and his tools.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I understand.
Perfect. You have your TV, you have your bedroom set, you have your tools, and you have a big mouth. The big mouth is going to cost you $4,000. Thank you. That's all.
Always are excused. You may step out.
He thought we were going to get back together.
Yeah, it just disintegrated.
And he thought he could move in and everything would be happy.
She stole everything I had.
And he found out it wasn't going to be that way.
Every single thing I had, she stole.
Very, very hurtful. More frightened than hurtful, though.
She got my truck repossessed, and
because I was scared for my life.
I kind of had a lot of animosity.
Hopefully he doesn't do it to anybody else.